Welcome to Physician Sensei, the podcast that pulls back the curtain on the world of healthcare staffing. We go beyond the hiring process and dive deep into the critical social issues intersecting with healthcare, mental health, veterans affairs, and prison reform. Expect sharp insights, honest conversations, and a dose of humor. Whether you're new to the field, a seasoned expert, or someone passionate about these causes, this is your go-to resource for trends, strategies, and solutions that matter. Hosted by Mary Kelly, a healthcare recruitment veteran with over 15 years of experience, Physician Sensei brings you expert perspectives guided by Mary's hands-on work. Mary's leadership extends beyond recruitment. She's a committed human rights advocate, currently serving on the Veterans Mental Health Council and as a board member, trainer, and support group facilitator for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Get ready to learn, laugh, and challenge the status quo. Here's your host, Mary Kelly.
What if I told you in just 10 years, your doctor could show up in your living room? Not in a creepy, I missed my appointment kind of way, but as a hologram, ready to diagnose that random cough you've been ignoring. It might sound like science fiction, but it's not as far off as you think. So grab a seat, because we're getting ready to talk about the telemedicine takeover.
This episode of Physician Sensei is sponsored by J.D. Hawkins and Associates. Are you looking for a recruiter who sticks around? J.D. Hawkins and Associates offers a work-from-home model with unbeatable retention, so you and your clients never have to start over. Head on over to jdhteam.com to learn more.
Hey there, today we're diving into something that's been on everyone's radar since 2020 shook up the world, telemedicine. But before you yawn and think this is just about video calls with your doc, hold up. We're going deeper. Picture virtual reality exams, AI diagnoses, and wearables that keep tabs on your health like a personal healthcare assistant. It's the future of medicine, and it's coming faster than your boss when you accidentally hit reply all on that email. Here's what to expect in today's show. In the first segment, we'll paint a picture of what telemedicine will look like in 2034. Trust me, it's more than just video chats. Our next segment will break down the pros and cons. Tech is great, but there are a few bumps on the road. And finally, in our last segment, we'll identify actionable tips for recruiters, administrators, and healthcare providers. You won't just survive the tech wave, you'll ride it like a hacker on the dark web. No trace, all skill. Before we grab our metaphorical stethoscopes, let's give a shout out to our sponsor, J.D. Hawkins and Associates.
Physicians, your work is demanding, but your job search shouldn't be. At J.D. Hawkins and Associates, we get it. Our recruiters have families too. We understand the importance of work-life balance, and we're committed to helping you find the right position that lets you do what you love, both inside and outside the hospital. Don't settle for just any job. Let us help you find the one that fits your life. Because when you're happy and balanced, your patients will be too. Choose J.D. Hawkins and Associates, where your life comes first. To learn more about job opportunities in your specialty, head on over to jdhteam.com or call 833-534-7327. All calls are confidential. That's jdhteam.com or call 833-534-7327.
All right, so let's fast forward to 2034. You wake up feeling a little off. Maybe your wearable alerted you to something, or maybe it's that scratchy throat you can't ignore. But instead of heading to the clinic, you grab your VR headset. Now you're not just calling your doctor, you're transported into a virtual clinic. No sterile waiting rooms, no endless paperwork, just immediate, focused care. Here's what telemedicine might look like. First is virtual reality exams. Imagine this. You slip on that VR headset and boom, you're in a clinic with your doctor who's a hologram. No awkward small talk with the receptionist, no uncomfortable waiting rooms. It's immersive, efficient, and it lets you engage with your physician as if you're right there. Next is AI-driven diagnostics. We've all had those moments, self-diagnosing online only to end up in a panic. AI will change that game. By 2034, AI systems will analyze your symptoms, medical history, and even lifestyle patterns to give you an informed, real-time diagnosis. It's like having a doctor in your pocket without the anxiety spiral. Next is wearable health tech. Your smartwatch is about to get a major upgrade. Not only will it track your steps, but it'll monitor your vitals in real time, giving your doctor continuous access to your health data. Feeling unwell? Well, your physician might know before you do. And finally, remote monitoring and treatment. Chronic illness management will become more seamless. Remote devices will allow patients to be monitored at home, and adjustments can be made in real time. Hospitals will be reserved for emergencies and surgeries. Everything else handled remotely from the comfort of your home. So what are the pros and cons of a telemedicine future? Let's talk about it. Telemedicine sounds like the ultimate upgrade, but like all shiny new things, it has its challenges. Let's do a little vibe check on the pros and cons. The pros, number one, is accessibility. Telemedicine levels the playing field. Whether you live in a bustling city or a remote rural area, you can now access world-class healthcare without stepping foot outside of your home. Got a rare condition? You can consult a specialist on the other side of the country without a flight. Next is efficiency. Imagine cutting down all that wasted time waiting for appointments, waiting in the office, and waiting for test results. Telemedicine can fast-track care, making it more streamlined and convenient. Also, cost effectiveness. Less in-person care means reduced costs for both providers and patients. Clinics save on overhead, and patients save time and money on things like transportation and lost workdays. Okay, great. So what are the cons? Well, the first is tech dependency. Not everyone has access to the latest gadgets or a reliable internet connection. While telemedicine expands care for many, it could leave others behind, and that's a digital divide that we need to address. The next is privacy concerns. With all this new data being shared, security is more important than ever. The potential for data breaches is a major concern. If we're going to trust tech with our health, it has to be airtight in terms of security. And finally, loss of personal touch. There's something to be said about the in-person experience with a doctor. The reassurance of a physical presence, the personal connection. Telemedicine can be effective, but can also feel a bit detached. Next, we're going to talk about actionable steps for healthcare recruiters, administrators, and providers. But first, a quick word from our sponsor.
Physicians, your work is demanding, but your job search shouldn't be. At J.D. Hawkins and Associates, we get it. Our recruiters have families too. We understand the importance of work-life balance, and we're committed to helping you find the right position that lets you do what you love, both inside and outside the hospital. Don't settle for just any job. Let us help you find the one that fits your life. Because when you're happy and balanced, your patients will be too. Choose J.D. Hawkins and Associates, where your life comes first. To learn more about job opportunities in your specialty, head on over to jdhteam.com or call 833-534-7327. All calls are confidential. That's jdhteam.com or call 833-534-7327.
Okay, so now let's get practical. How can you, whether you're a recruiter, healthcare administrator, or a provider, get ready for this wave of change? So for recruiters, hire tech-savvy talent. The future of healthcare is going to require a mix of medical expertise and technological know-how. Start looking for candidates who are not only great doctors, but can also navigate new telemedicine platforms seamlessly. Highlight flexibility. Telemedicine offers flexible work environments, and physicians might be able to work part-time from home. Use that flexibility to your advantage when attracting top talent. For healthcare administrators, invest in technology. Don't wait for the tech revolution to hit. Start upgrading your facility's infrastructure now. From VR platforms to AI diagnostics, being prepared now will save you headaches down the road. Also, focus on cybersecurity. With all this new data floating around, data security should be a top priority. Protecting patient information is crucial. If your cybersecurity measures aren't airtight, now is the time to get them there. Now for providers, get comfortable with digital tools. Start learning now. Whether it's familiarizing yourself with telemedicine platforms or wearable tech, the more comfortable you are with the tools of tomorrow, the better prepared you'll be to offer top-notch care. Also, maintain the personal touch. Even though telemedicine is largely digital, patients still crave connection. Make virtual visits personal. Ask the extra questions. Follow up when needed. It's these little touches that keep patients coming back. Here's a quick story for you. Dr. Patel, a candidate I worked with about 6 months ago, was hesitant to adopt telemedicine at first, thinking his patients wouldn't want to deal with the tech. But once he made it a seamless part of his practice and kept the personal connection strong, he saw a 30% increase in patient retention. The lesson here? Technology does not have to replace connection. It can enhance it. All right, let's do a quick recap. We looked ahead to 2034, where telemedicine is all about VR exams, AI diagnostics, and real-time remote monitoring. We talked about the pros, like accessibility and efficiency, and the cons, like tech dependency and privacy concerns. And we outlined steps that you can take right now to get ahead of the curve. So here's your action item. Take one step today to prepare for the future. Whether that's investing in new tech, rethinking your recruitment strategy, or brushing up on your digital skills. The key is to start now. And if you found today's episode helpful, be sure to subscribe and never miss an episode of Physician Sensei. Keep hustling, trust your inner sensei, and remember, there's room for all of us to win. I'm Mary Kelly, and you can catch me on the next episode.